Hey folks, Rob back for another Rob Plays, and this week, because it's Melbourne International Games Week, I've got to throw something from my hometown in, and it's Hungry Horace, the C64 version of Hungry Horace, developed by Beam Software and published by Melbourne House. Let's start it up. So you're Horace, which I don't know exactly what he's meant to be, and your job is basically to go around these. These are parks. And you need to eat all the dots, well, the dots which are flowers, and then get to the exit. Yes, it's a Pac-Man clone. With a few warts. So, the brown heads moving around are the guards. Collecting the bell basically spooks them out, and that's like, that's like eating a power pellet. They'll also drop their lunch occasionally, and that's sort of the equivalent of the fruits. Big difference here is you don't need to actually eat all the dots to move on to the next section. So the park is made up of 4 screens. So this is the second. And the idea is you just go through as long as you can, try to get whatever you can. When you're ready, move on. And I've got to say, I'm not the most impressed with the control responsiveness. Yeah, it's an early as heck game, but at the same time, it is infuriating. So, this third stage is the one that really, really gets on my nerves, because, as you can see, it is essentially a stage where you need to be very precise with the joystick movement. And then stuff like that happens. Let's give it another shot. I've been able to make it to the 4th section once, but we'll see how we go. Let's just go for the exit. So, I mean, the big thing for me is I really, really am not a fan of the controls. A Pac-Man inspired game lives and dies by how its controls handle. And here, there's moments where I was pushing up there and that didn't quite happen. I mean, the graphics are simple enough, but, this is a fairly early 64 game, so we can acknowledge that. Oh, come on. But yeah, especially with this third screen, the maze design is terrible. Like, look at that. There was no way. It's really what I dislike about this game, is compared to Pac-Man. Pac-Man lives by its incredibly responsive controls. Horace does not have those, and this third section of the park has the most illogical layout I think I've ever seen. Like, look at that. And it's why this game, to me, suffers immeasurably, which is a shame. And also, that white background. Ugh, white. I'm lucky I'm playing this on a modern TV, but on an old 80s style CRT, that would be painful to look at. See if we can do this. Problem is, you just got to be able to outrun him through these sections, and I think I'm there now. But it's going to be close. Yay! And this is where it gets me. That's a tunnel. How did you even tell that that was a tunnel? The visuals are not the best on this game. Alright, one more shot. I mean, I want to like this, It's an early game. It is one that, in a way, is important. But at the same time, it's all these little things that are missing. I mean, I really, really, really am not. I just want to get to this one as quickly as possible so we can just get it done. Like, I've realised now exactly what the problem I have. It doesn't have the Pac-Man, like you can't just hold and advance like you can in Pac-Man. Come on. Yes, yes. Because in Pac-Man, for instance, the big thing is you hold the joystick around the corner and you go through the corner. Alright, we've completed the first park. And of course, now we're back on the first section of the next park, and it just gets harder. I actually finally did it, and I'm kind of glad that this is take 2, because a whole bunch of problems happened when I recorded this yesterday. I know there's 2 guards. Oh, this is going to be brutal. The other thing that's worth talking about this 64 version is actually... Ooh. Pardon me. There's actually a level editor built in, which is pretty cool for a game that's this early in a machine's life cycle. On top of that, you can actually save your screens to tape. I thought that was actually pretty cool to add. I haven't messed around with it, and I don't think I'll have a chance to. But I like that exists. But yeah, all up, I am not the most impressed with Hungry Horace. I don't know if it's something missing in translation from the Spectrum, but it's just the things that need to make a game like this essential to play just are missing. You know, the fact that cornering is such a hazard, combined with levels like this one, really make the experience just not fun. Which is a shame. And this is more or less going to be close to my last life, but I've got enough of a lead, I might be able to do it. Yeah. Okay. There we go. I think that's more than enough time to Hungry Horace. I hope you enjoyed it. It's not the greatest game, but it's a classic in its own way. As usual, if you enjoyed this, please do leave a thumbs up and a comment. It helps get these videos to come up in search results and whatnot. And if you want to see more videos as they come out, do consider hitting the subscribe button, and you'll catch them as they come out weekly. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.